Hey guys, welcome to London Lips YouTube channel. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you're not. So today guys, we're going to be doing the identity crisis part 2. We're going to be talking about gangsters and how a lot of these guys who are out here claiming to be gangsters in the music industry are faking, and how some of these guys have got blood on their hands because the identity crisis has led to a lot of people feeling like they want to become gangsters
in my house, you know what I'm saying, to the beat CD. Then from there, go in and just dump songs, you know what I'm saying, because ain't had no money to pay for no studio time like that, you know what I'm saying. So I had to maximize the most out of it. Like, all right, bet I got 10 songs written. I'm gonna book 6 hours here. I'm gonna do 2 songs an hour, and I'm gonna have my like that. When I ain't had no money, I used to just sit at my crib with a beat CD and just write songs in my house.
See how he's lying like he didn't have any money.
Yeah, like I ain't never had a sandwich, a hot dog, a hamburger, a Lunchable. I ain't never had Burger King. I briefly, like a McDonald's nugget maybe or something like that. I ain't never had none of that shit in my life, and I'm in my mid-30s.
A large percentage of these rappers who claim they are from poor households were never in a low-income household. They come from a wealthy background. His hits he's made and his songs he has made, he's from an extremely wealthy background. His parents are both millionaires, and you know that's why it was shocking when his check bounced when he went to the restaurant. It was like, how the hell is your check bouncing? Because not only do you have money, your parents have so much money. Hitmaker has grown up extremely privileged. This guy Young Berg has never even eaten McDonald's. Who do you know who has not had McDonald's? Everybody's had it, but not him, because he's always had a chef who follows him around from childhood. Can you imagine you've never had McDonald's? Can you imagine you've never eaten a regular place? You are so out of touch with, real life and real life people. He's only ever had a chef who followed him around from childhood and cooked him every single meal. His body must be so healthy. If they've done some medical tests on him, it's probably just been living off, salmon, posh fishes, all the most expensive food, freshly cooked, organic. So this guy's extremely wealthy. So don't be letting the gold teeth, the chains, the dress style, the way these guys talk fool you. Don't you feel like, and now this is for everyone, don't sit there and think this guy is definitely from my background because he's putting on this street persona, because a lot of this is fake. A lot of these guys have never been broke before. Why do I care these rappers are faking? Well, let me tell you, I really care. In fact, it pisses me the hell off. And I'm going to tell you why. It pisses me off because when these guys are faking, people in real life are dying. Yeah, I'm saying it. People are dying because these guys are out here pushing street politics and faking coming from a poor background. They don't care how many bodies are on the pavement or on the floor. They don't care how many kids die. They don't care how many people get shot in crossfire. They don't care who dies as long as their check is high. As long as they can shop in these posh designer shops where no one else can go. As long as they can put this fake gangster persona on, they will. And while they're doing this, kids are dying every day because they're getting into this identity crisis where they're feeling like they need to become gangsters in order to become rich, like these fake artists who are on the internet right now, okay? They're out here singing about gangster shit, shooting your enemies, not snitching, and they've never ever lived the lifestyle. Now, 50 Cent, his mother was a drug dealer, and he allegedly comes from a poor background. But one thing about 50 Cent, his baby mother, she told us all how a lot of his story is fake. That man was not shot as many times as he claims. Now, when he comes along saying, it's a get rich or die hard trying, when he comes along he says, I took this many bullets, and people look at his success now, they believe everything he's telling people in his story. But his baby mama said, damn right outrightly, that guy is lying. And she knew him before the fame, before people were fanning him, before everybody was loving him and listening to his story of how he got to where he is. Okay, now, get rich or die trying, okay? A lot of guys have tried 50 Cent's method, and right now, you know where they are? they're in a grave. So yeah, does it go with what he's saying? But even if they didn't die, a lot of them were never gonna be rich with his formula. And I'm telling you, a lot of these guys, they do not care that people in real life from lower incomes are generally dying by feeling like they need to get into drug dealing because these rappers promoted it to get where they need to be in life. You know, when I get suspicious a lot of the time of people faking where they come from is when they say, like, I'm so grateful I was poor, like being poor was the best thing that happened to me, it made me who I am. And you know, in some ways, yeah, maybe it can make you more empathetic, but the truth is that's often an indication that they're faking the poverty, because when you're poor, a lot comes with it: stress, depression. You could have been living with roaches, no stability in your housing. If you live in a really, rough neighborhood, people are dying. There's a lot of sadness having, maybe parents who are sad and going through it. And you can't be grateful for that time, because that time was bloody well hard. And a lot of the fakers, they don't really have much to say in depth about it because they never ever lived it. There's a big problem with young people dying here in the UK, and I know it's a problem worldwide, and a lot of it is because people are growing up in poverty and they're being groomed into these gangs. And with these rappers, obviously rap music, it's very popular amongst young people. Rapping, drill, all these type of musics are very popular. And what happens is a lot of people want to get out of poverty. And these guys are saying, like, raw, you know where I got I was on the road, I was dealing, I was shooting, I was killing ops. And a lot of, young people are extremely influenced by these guys. And a lot of these guys are absolutely fake. They're fake. They've never lived a life. They most definitely would not be, teaching their kids this method at all. A lot of these people are just absolute liars. I remember BBL Drizzy Drake. I remember when Drake was out here with his first album, he was talking about how he grew up, it was tough for him, all the things he went through. And a lot of people were relating to him and his music and believing the story, not realising that Drake is, this posh Jewish boy from a privileged upbringing. 6ix9ine, another fake gangster out here. Test my gangster, another fake one. 6ix9ine, normal guy working in the supermarket, approached to be on the record label. They needed a white face. They picked him. He took the job, and then he came out faking gangster. How many people have listened to 6ix9ine and feel like they're going to go out there, run up their mouth, get people to test their gangster? And this guy's not a gangster at all, which pretty much showed when he was in the gym, which is why he got beat down in the gym and he couldn't handle it, because he's a fake gangster. So these guys, they're professional actors. Like, they're out here learning how to be a gangster. They're studying it on, Top Boy, whatever show's coming out. They've watched some Boys in the Hood from back in the day, and they've literally sat there like it's a script and imagine what it'd be like if they lived in the hood. Like, what if I was in Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society? They're studying these movies because they need to be moving like that and faking. They've got their image. They went to, like, some sort of stylist. She said, this is what you would look like and how you would dress if you were from the hood. And they put that on. They are so fake. And the identity crisis is that people are identifying with people who are fake, and it's leading to death. They're telling people not to snitch. You've seen how quick these celebrities are to snitch, yeah? Don't be fooled. Drake's house gets shot up. Straight away, he's like, I'm cooperating with the police. I can give you any information you need. There you go. But these guys are happy to sing about not snitching. They will snitch like that as soon as something happens to them. But people who are on the road and listen to them are fully following street politics, and they're not snitching. And the more we don't snitch, the more people will die. Because you know what? When you snitch, it's a deterrent for people. If you know everybody knows you've got an enemy, and as soon as something happens to your enemy, they're going to call up your name. You might decide to leave that person alone. But they're going to do the crime because of no snitch policy, pushed by these people who will snitch in freaking 10 seconds. Soldier Boy. One day he was on the live. I posted it on my channel. You can have a look if you want. It's an old, video. He was on live and the guy said, I hear you're broke anyway. You haven't got money. Soldier Boy, what did he do? Oh my God, you're saying I'm broke. I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to press charges. I'm going to sue. I'm going to call my lawyer as soon as I get off the phone. These guys can't handle shit because they're fake gangsters. What gangster would need to call up his solicitor and press some charges because somebody told people that his pocket was dry? This is how fake these guys are. I want to see anyone else dying because they're being schooled by some fake ass people who are giving them tips on how to make it in a hood they have never ever lived in. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'm definitely going to see you guys on another one. Thanks for watching.